I want to welcome everyone back to another episode of Generational Investor. Well, we are building towards our financial future, and I just want to ask you one question. Are you buying the dip? If yes, this applies to you. If no, you still on the fence about it, I hope by the end of this episode, this will persuade you to jump in, get your toe wet. All right, so without further ado, I got a list of stocks that I am buying because it is dipping. I'm talking about dropping it low to the floor. That's right. If you know, hit the like, hit subscribe, continue to share, and just wanted to share with you why it's dropping. I'm glad you asked. The tariffs. Okay, these tariffs are going crazy. When I say the companies that I'm finna talk about are, just worldwide, this thing just not affects the US, but it affects all other countries around us. And so the latest news on Wednesday, the tariffs that I should say Trump, let's talk about the president real quick, whether you like or love him. He said that he was gonna put a 90-day pause on the tariffs. And so that immediately affected not just the stock market, but of course the crypto market. More on that in a little bit. But the stocks jumped up. I'm talking about jumped up. I'm talking about 1,200%. All right. No, 1,200 points. Okay. 1,200 points. And then it went from 1,200 points to 2,400 points. It was just surging because that the tariffs for just that he was going to put on the countries, specifically China and all these other countries, that was really putting a hamper on the stocks and really putting a beating on the stocks. And when he made that announcement, made that executive order and signing papers, stocks just went crazy. And so the one stock I want to put on your watch list, if you already know how I feel about Nvidia. Okay, Nvidia is sitting at a nice deal right now. Just a nice deal. It dipped. It dipped as low as $92 early on this week. And when the news came out, it jumped right back up. And so, but I'm so long. I'm very long on Nvidia and just long term. And so definitely Nvidia is my number one. I'm excited for long term where it's going to go. And then we're going to switch over to what happened this past Thursday. The tariffs, the news that he shared, it gave us from our 2,400 points back down to 1,000 points. So the tariff news brought these stocks right back down. And so my next stock, Apple. Okay, Apple is, you know how I feel about Apple and where Apple's going to go, but it's really going to be affected because China. Okay, China. A lot of Apple products is connected with China. Okay, and so with the tariffs going on in China, and it's hit really heavy with China, watch Apple continue to dip. But like I said, I'm long on Apple. And that's actually one of my larger positions in my portfolio. So definitely Apple, buying more Apple. And then we're going to get into Tesla. Tesla is another one that when it dipped, it dipped. It has so many price swings. It goes up, it goes down, goes up, goes down. But I'm long on Tesla and where Tesla is going to go, because at the end of the day, once this stuff gets situated, Tesla gonna go back past over $100 a share, because early on it was at sitting like $500 a share, but since then we talking about like $240, $250 and the range. Okay, and then another one, a giant slayer, Amazon. I'm buying Amazon. You can't go wrong with Amazon because everything that we shop, Amazon have. And not to mention, you can get same day or next day delivery. It just depends on how quick you need it, especially if you're a Prime member. So Amazon is sitting a nice juicy discount that I'm gonna continue to add more shares to my portfolio. And then we want to move on to Microsoft, another one that has dipped from its all-time high. And this is a good thing if you are long, okay? And if you are a trader too, if you're a trader, then put on these stocks that I'm talking about and still make money. So this money still is being made. And then we want to move to Google. Okay, Google is sitting nice at a nice good deal. And with Google, you know, YouTube, along with all these other particular search engines, Google gonna make some money. Okay, we search Google every day. We use Google search for everything. Okay, so this one is sitting at a nice deal that continue to, I feel like you're going to miss out if you don't get these discount deals. And we want to close this little list with Meta. Meta is sitting nice. They already have a price target for this thing to go over 1,000 by the end of this year. So Meta owns everything. Okay, when it comes to like Facebook, WhatsApp, okay, Snapchat. So these are the players, or I should say the particular apps that are code. It all goes back to Meta. And so I'm gonna continue to keep buying Meta, especially with this dip. I mean, you can get it at 500 or 400, anything below that, that is a steal, because they are a price that analysts already said this one will go over 1,000. Okay, and so who wouldn't want that? And then about a few months ago, it was like sitting at 700. So regardless of these stocks being low, and I know a lot of people don't like seeing red. So let's get that clear. If you are a new investor, this really is a good time for those who are looking to get their toe in the water. If you are advanced investor, kind of like myself, who's kind of been in the game for at least a couple of years or so, if not more, this is nothing new to you. All this is cycles, okay? Basically, they are saying that we possibly go to a recession, which it don't make me any different, because like I said, I'm alone. So you got to look at what's your outlook. Do what's best for you. I've said in previous episodes, and I say in this one, is your outlook a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? What is your outlook? Because everybody's situation is different. But at the end of the day, in bear markets, in depressions, in recessions, that is where millionaires are made. And smart money is buying it right now. Wealthy money is buying it right now. Millionaire money is buying it right now on these dips. They don't care that it is red. So what? Unless you are afraid to lose money, that's just a part of the game. If you're afraid to lose money, people gamble every day. People buy lottery tickets. You're going to lose money. Okay, so what's the odds of you hitting the jackpot compared to a person who is willing to put their money to work for them? Because like I've said, and I'll say it again, if you don't put your money to work for you, you'll always work for your money. And who wants to continue to keep doing that? I mean, day in and day out with tariffs and inflation and things are going up. It's time to put our money in vehicles that's going to make us money. And like I said, be consistent. Okay. It's one thing to just do it one time, but can you be consistent over time? And that's the goal. That's the goal for generational investors. We want to give to our kids and their kids. Set them up for financial freedom where they can do whatever they want to do instead of doing what they have to do. So if you have enjoyed this episode, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit subscribe, and I appreciate you. See you in the next one.